Yo, what up? What's good? Welcome back to the Legacy Lounge. Got my man Jeffrey Howard in the building.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you being here, bro. Yo, before we get started, as always, please like, share, subscribe, follow, love, tell a friend to tell a friend. Turn us up. So we keep making that content for y'all. You like our day one. Like when we first started releasing clips, you showed interest and you showed love. So I want to tell you I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. I'm Jeffrey Howard. What's happening? Of course, I'm going to show love. I like to see anything going on in our area, you know what I'm saying? And, I know Rodney, so, as soon as I seen that video, I was just like, oh, what's he doing, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh, I'm trying to see this. And then I was interested because it's, just empowering type, you know what I'm saying, for, just our area. People ain't doing nothing in our area, so, to see people, just actually having a dream and going for it, because of course this isn't easy, you know what I'm saying? We was just talking again off camera, this has been a grind, you know what I'm saying? This isn't no accident, you know what I'm saying? People was trying, and I love to see that.
I really, really appreciate it. That's love. And you was maybe the first, we was talking, I don't know if you were first, you were top two as far as people to respond to the questionnaire.
Yeah.
And you were saying that you didn't even think you was going to get on.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I mean, I don't know. That's what my girl, every time on my way here, my girl was like, just be confident, because, I don't know. I seem like such a confident type person, but I'm, shy and always thinking I'm going to do something wrong. And, but, yeah, I was just like, maybe they didn't like what I said. But then, y'all hit me back, and I was like, let's go. I'm about to be on there.
No, yeah, actually it was the opposite. I really liked what you said. And you're unique because we know the same people, but never really met, never had conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So I was eager to get you in here.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially after reading your story, the things we're going to talk about. It was like you said, it was the opposite of not having good answers. Super intriguing. It really made me want to get you here more. On top of the fact that you supported us from day one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I appreciate it. Honestly, just to let you know, I appreciate y'all having me on here. This is cool. You know what I'm saying? Cause just to have anybody involved with something like this is fire.
Your love,
you know what I mean?
love. I appreciate it. So you introduce yourself. You said who you was. What's going on? What are you into? What you doing?
Well, first off, I'm in a band. One less. We got 3 members. We got my homie Patrick, my homie Tyler, and me, and we're going crazy, dropping some of the best music. In my opinion, in the area, people don't make music like we making it, you know what I mean? And that's no disrespect to anybody else. I love everybody else making an effort and doing their thing, but, I just feel like we got something completely different than most people, you know what I mean? Because it's real music, you know what I'm saying? We're not buying no beats from nobody. We're making everything from scratch. We're recording it all ourselves, mixing it, mastering it. It's ours, you know what I mean?
What's the band name again?
One Less. All one word.
One Less.
Yep, One Less. Yep.
And how can we listen to the music?
On everything. We're streaming on everything. We stream on. You can even put it on Snapchat. You can make a song and make a video and put our songs on Snapchat. I'm waiting on somebody to find it and be like, oh, this is fire. But really, and I'm starting to realize how easy it is to get into the music industry, but how hard it is to really make yourself out there, because nobody really cares. You know what I mean? You know how many people I've said, yo, I make music, and they're like, oh, for real? And I'm like, yeah, and then I play it for them, and then their eyes open up, and they're like, y'all made this? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I ain't trying to be rude, and this is family members, people I've met, whatever, and they're always just I expect it to be worse. I expected it to not be good. Most people that say I make music, they play some SoundCloud stuff, and it's sound like they recorded it on their phone. And and I'm playing them these radio hits, and they're like, y'all really made this? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, this is fire, dude. You got to make sure you drop this, whatever. And it's we're dropping it. So we dropped a fire album.
What's the album called?
Late Night on Main Street.
Yo, I'm intrigued. I'm disappointed in myself because I should have listened.
Yeah, you should have popped the album
before I had you in here. I should have. I'm just being honest.
It's all good.
But I really, really want to listen to it. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, we dropped a 23 song album. It's an hour and like an hour and some odd minutes. It's crazy. We went hard for the first one. I actually, when we were gonna drop it, we had 2 albums that we was gonna drop. A 54-minute album, both of them. It was gonna be a part 1, part 2. Cause I was like, we were like working on so many different songs on both one, and I'm like, listen, we need to just focus on the fire ones, the ones that we all like the most, and then perfect those, get them mixed, and put them all on one project so we can get it out there. Cause I've been hyping up. We've been making music for like 2 years, and like we've been working like before then, but like COVID happened.
This
so,
the
like,
first album?
Yeah, this is the first album. Yeah, we got like 3 or 4 more ready to go. But like the way that I want to do it is I got a homie that, and this is another thing. I love networking. You know what I mean? Like I was just working full time at Amazon, and I met this dude, awesome guy. He shoots videos. Went to school, went to Full Sail to shoot videos, and he got like $15,000 worth of equipment, and he's like, dude, I'll shoot your videos for free. He goes to church, so do I. We started connecting at work. He's my homie, you know what I mean? And like, I'm waiting to get some videos shot with him, so that way we can like drop some videos of like the songs that we dropping on the next like project. And but we're gonna drop a couple more singles. We dropped a single for 420. It was fire.
So y'all rap and R&B?
I honestly feel like we created our own genre,
Okay.
but it falls in between like jazz and hip hop. And like my homie Patrick is like a baby Usher. I ain't even joking. Like,
Jeff, bro, I'm super intrigued, bro. Like,
I ain't joking.
I wish we could like cut to a segment when we get our technology up, like put that on, like.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm intrigued.
Like,
no,
I ain't gonna
hold up. Go back real quick.
Yes, sir.
Go back to your Usher homie.
Yeah.
Cause that's high praise. I want to hear this.
I ain't finna blow his head up too much, but Patrick's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could be his own solo artist, in my personal opinion. And like, bro, like we all mesh real well together. But like he can sing real well, and he went to school to play piano, and he hit some licks that I was looking at him like, this dude's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be looking at him like, I can't believe you just did that. And he'll sing some stuff. Like, when we first started making music, he used to be like, bro, like, I need you to come over and help me with this song. Like, I can't get some of these words. Like, I need a little bit of help with this melody, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, there would be times I'd come over and he'd be like, yes, last night I had this dream, and it had this song in it. And I woke up, and he wrote this beautiful song, plays this beautiful song, and he's got like a hook, a verse, and he needs a spot for me. And it's like, it's already ready, and he did it all himself overnight. And it's like, how do you do this? And he's like, it came to me in a dream.
So you're just musically inclined.
He's nice. My homie Tyler's like that. Well, Tyler is self-taught. He taught himself how to do everything.
So
and
it's
like,
you, Patrick, and Tyler, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Tyler, he's the drummer. He makes beats. He has like all the percussion and most stuff. Like, when you listen to our music, you'll be able to hear the different, like, Patrick is all the piano, all the chords and stuff like that. Like, some of the bass lines Tyler might do, but most of them are Patrick, you know what I mean? But like the percussion, the like any type of sample of a voice that might be in it, anything like that, that's Tyler, like, most of the time. But they split it both ways. Like, it's so funny. I'll be in the studio. I don't got no business being there if I ain't recording. For real, I'll just sit there and just like be like, yeah, this is fire, y'all. Because like, they're just doing their thing. That ain't my thing. I'm not an engineer. But,
right. It's sort of like how it is here.
Yeah.
Just,
facts. Yeah.
Right.
You know,
I just come to do my thing.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
for sure. But I only know, well, since we started the podcast and I started, we became friends on social media.
Right.
I seen you like freestyling and a little bit harmonizing too, I do believe.
Yeah.
But
you was watching them for real.
I was.
Boy.
No, yeah, for sure. If none of this would have happened, I wouldn't even have known that you've done music.
Right.
And I say that because I love the local music scene. I like to hear new stuff.
Yeah.
But do y'all promote? Like, how come I never heard of y'all? Is basically what I'm asking.
Because we hadn't had, my biggest thing was we didn't have music to show. You know what I mean? Like, we were working on songs and we didn't have the right technology. So, like, we thought they sounded great just because we knew what the songs were. But, like, if I were to play you some of the stuff we made 2 years ago of the same songs that we have now, you would be like, oh, yeah, good job on the upgrade. Like, we had, like, there's this little $20 Focusrite. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little mixer. Everybody gets it, or not a mixer, like a compressor, condenser, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. We had one of them. It's like $20 on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? We were making some fire on that bad boy. The first bit of music we made, I had just the mic holding it, and I would hold it up to Patrick while he's singing, playing the chords, and Tyler's on the drums, and it's all playing out the speakers, and I'm catching all that in the mic in my hand, and then I'm singing into it. Like we're in the 70s, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like, we got like a whole long video, or not video, but like a whole long like audio like clip, really. It's like an hour long of like 10 great tracks with like nice interludes in between them and stuff. And that's like, but it's all ass. None of it's good. You know what I mean? Because like the new stuff is clear. It sounds professional.
The quality
Yeah,
wasn't
the
as
quality
right.
is like it's up there. You know what I'm saying? We go from Nokia to the brand new iPhone. You know what I mean? It's just like we thank God we waited because I'm very impatient. That's something that my big cousin Landon he's like my mentor. You know what I'm saying? He's always trying to keep me on track and check me when I'm messing up and stuff. And the other day we were talking and I'm venting to him, expecting him to just be co-signing my. And he's like, you know, you know what, Boog, you are real impatient. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm the most patient person. I started listening to all these things that I am patient with, and then he starts listening to all these things that I'm not patient with, and like he was 100% valid.
Even though you're impatient, you waited to put it out there until the quality was what you
Yeah.
wanted it to be. So
Well-
yeah, like Rome ain't built overnight.
Well, that's a testament to Patrick, because he's stubborn, more stubborn than I am, and I'm like, let's release this, and like we did release a couple things on YouTube. They flopped, nobody cared. You know what I mean? Like a couple little songs here and there, we took them down and stuff. But like he was like, listen, bro, you gotta just relax, cause like we all come from different backgrounds slightly. You know what I'm saying? But like me and Tyler, we broke. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, we got jobs, we're all right now, but like we come from like. There was occasions where some lights might have been off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and but Patrick's cool. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had his lights off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like one day, like 2-3 years ago, we were talking. Actually, like right around COVID, right before COVID happened, we were like, we just heard that Patrick has some songs on SoundCloud, and we linked up with him one time, and he was telling us like, yeah, like I'm not like pressed about getting famous and rich and such. You know what I'm saying? I just love making music. I went to school for it. I've been doing it. My parents put me into music when I was a kid. So like it's a passion for him. And then like it's a passion for me as well. But like I need that passion to make me some money. You know what I'm saying? Like cause not like that's why I'm doing it, but like I can't continue to do it and neglect the things that can make me money. Cause like regardless of how much it sucks, money rules the world. So like I need to go out here and make some money. And like if music ain't gonna make no money, then it can't take precedence in my life.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like,
Music is your passion, right?
I'm losing touch with it in that aspect. I'm not sure. Music was like my bread and butter. It was what I was almost banking on it. I was like, I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be famous. I know this. I've always felt this since I was a little kid. I was like, I'm either gonna be one day in the car. I told my mom, I'm gonna be famous or infamous. One of the two. I was like 10. My sister was like, you don't want to be infamous. I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna be famous or infamous. And like, I always just felt like I would be. I really like kind of leaned further into my fatherhood role, and also I plan on marrying my fiance.
Yeah.
So like I don't know how much that suits that lifestyle. I'll be damned if I chase this dream and it takes me away from fatherhood. So I feel like that's my passion.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. I'm 41. I'm married with 3 children, 3 daughters, a full-time job. You know, we're not making money off of this currently,
Right.
but it has the potential to eventually, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I really enjoy doing it, and it's a passion of mine. And I asked you about music being your passion, and you went straight to fatherhood, which as it should be. And once you 28 years old, but as you grow into your own, the music ain't never going to go nowhere.
Right.
Like, I went to school for broadcast journalism 20 years ago. I did a semester in school and got kicked out. But this is what I wanted to do.
Right. Yeah.
And 23 years later, I'm doing it. Fatherhood is first speaks to the type of individual you are. Speaks to the man you are, and even at your age, that's wise beyond your years. But you can, bro. I hear the way you talk about music in the 15 minutes we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
You could do both, man.
Yeah.
Even if you veer away from it, it's there, it's in you.
That's something I was always dealing with. That's why I was so impatient with it, which I'm kind of like leaning back because I kind of had this realization that like one of the reasons why, don't get it wrong, I love rap music. You know what I'm saying? I got some of my favorite rappers, but a lot of my favorite rappers, they're not necessarily conscious rappers or like woke rappers, but like they're speaking more wise lyrics, and that's because like I feel like in the music industry, a lot of people are real young. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not really in their 30s and 40s until they become a legend, and then it's like now they're spitting about something that's not relatable, and people are like, oh, I don't like them no more, whatever, their records ain't selling. But like, so I've always been against wanting to be real old because I feel like that just narrows down your window of fame, as if like because you're in your 40s or 50s you can't drop hot fire. You know what I'm saying? I can't be spitting some some knowledge to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And like I'm starting to understand that like maybe that might be better. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I rap and the things I rap about, I'm not out here talking about toting guns and getting girls and being in the club and stuff. We're not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? I might talk about how I used to, you know what I'm saying? And talk about how like I found a better way. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this one bar talking about like how I stopped got up off the block and started trading stocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like we not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. Like, with me stepping into music, being a little bit older, cause I am about to hit my 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like I'm about to be some little Chris Brown when he hopping out with Run It or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an old man hopping out here with some of these young dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lil Uzi Vert's mad younger than me. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna have some real knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
It's perfect timing. All right, you 28.
Period.
You done lived. You done lost. You done experienced. You done bounced back.
Yeah.
Now you can tell your story about it. It's hard to tell your story when you just still going. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's you're late, but it's more seasoned because now you can put more of your feelings into it.
One of the main things that like I don't do is like lie in my raps. I'm not about to be out here like, you know how easy it would be for me to write some stuff or even just freestyle some stuff about some stuff I don't do. You know what I mean? Like toting this and doing this. I got this in this place and doing this with this person. Like that stuff's easy. You know how hard it is to talk about my dad not talking to me for a long time, or like my kids trying to be a good dad and not cuss because my pastor be watching my reels now. Like that's impossible. I told him like, hey, Pastor Mike, don't be watching my reels because like sometimes I'm a cuss. You know what I mean? And like he was like, no, I love him. And it's just like, that's cool. He's showing support. But, like, I know it's uncomfortable for him because it's like, that ain't right. You know, you heard him. I be out there mother effing and all that.
Well, it's hard when you freestyling.
Yeah,
you know,
true. You know what I'm saying?
When you're
Those
going
are
off the
filler
top of the
words.
head. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly.
But
Whatever
I
your
be
filler
feeling
word
it.
is, yeah. But you said something. I read something when you said basically the up-and-coming rappers, they're trying to be like Dirk.
Yeah.
And you want to show them it's a different way.
Yeah, that's my exact thing. Like, because, like, I'm not impressed by that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lived that life and then, like, cool, $100,000. Yay, we made $100,000 this month. Cool, you know what I'm saying? It's all gone. I'm broke. Like I started this out. I'm broke. Me and my homie Tyler, we broke. You know what I'm saying? I can't just pretend like that life like didn't happen. But like at the same time, I'm glad that it did because it showed me that that ain't the right way. You know what I'm saying? Anything that comes will go just as quick. You know what I'm saying? Like now, like I ain't got like my aunt always used to tell me like everybody needs a side hustle. That don't mean you need to sell drugs. That don't mean you need to do something illegal. But you need a side hustle. You can't just win with a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Like you gotta. You go into Kroger every day from 9 to 5. When you get off, you need to go watch so and so's baby. You know what I'm saying? In the summertime, you better be cutting grass. Wintertime, better be shoveling snow. Something.
Multiple streams of income. That's,
Period. You
that's
need
what it
multiple
is.
streams of income,
Yeah.
and like that's how somebody in the lower class gonna reach the middle class. You know what I'm saying? Because like the middle class is getting higher and higher. I don't even know where that's at. I don't even know what that look like no more.
You got the side hustle. Or I guess this ain't even the side hustle. Like this is the hustle, right?
Make it shake landscape LLC. We get it done. That's my slogan. We get it done. I can't wait to get some shirts with that. But God done blessed me with a couple of bigger jobs to where I can actually afford to live with just off of that. You know what I mean? And last year, it was different. It was total like side hustle. It was just like I was actually felt like I needed to do that as myself for a man because I don't know. I wanted to spend more time with my kids, but then like I didn't have the money. So I was like, I need to do something, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I was working, but the company I worked for, like a movie, just literally they sold the company in the middle of the day. We was working through a subcontractor through Amazon called Bear Down. I'm going to just say it because they did us dirty, you know what I'm saying? And they just sold the company, yo, in the middle of the day. And people were out on a route and stuff, left us all screwed. So, anywho, yeah, like literally like 3 days later, a couple days after my birthday, because that was also the day before my birthday, which was crazy. Because like I didn't care, I was already off, and I was about to call off the next day for my birthday. But yeah, they sold the company, so I started my company up, and it's gonna be legit. I'm getting business cards. I'm gonna get some shirts. You know what I'm saying? I almost wore my shirt. That's what I was talking about.
What made you just say, forget it, man? I'm gonna work for myself.
My fiance, period. She's been a real big inspiration to me for real. When we first, like I've always known her, she was like a childhood crush, you know what I'm saying? But like when we first got back together or got back in touch and such, she was like just starting her business. She's got like 2 businesses that she's running. And I watched her go from having one person that she was doing business with to a lot, you know what I'm saying? And like
Let me stop you real quick.
Yeah.
we ain't finna shortchange your fiance. You gonna say her name, throw her businesses
Well,
out there.
I ain't wanna do all that.
Yeah, nah, bro. It's real conversation. Yeah,
my fiance Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Her last name, for the time being, is Slatniski. It will be Howard here soon. But actually, you know what's funny is I've been trying to talk her into. I want her to just change her middle name to my middle name because both my kids' middle name is Douglas, just
Okay.
like mine. And I was like joking with her the other day on Father's Day about how like she could just be Sarah Douglas. But anyway, she's been a real big inspiration, man, for real. Like not even on the like just gassing her up because like as a man like she is the like technically in our relationship she would be considered the breadwinner, you know what I'm saying, because she makes her bread, but like that like would to most men that's emasculating, you know what I'm saying, like because like I'm not out here being the like the financial role in the relationship, you know what I'm saying, but I do everything else that I can do for that, you know what I'm saying, like, and it's like not like just because I have to, but like because like that's what I'm good at, that's how I was raised, you know what I mean, like I'm extremely good with money, like I said, I'm very frugal, you know what I'm saying, I can have $1,000 in turn that into a lot more, or I could have that $1,000 last me for 6 months, and like all my bills will somehow stay paid. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll get it done. I make it work. Period. Like, but like I said, she's been a real inspiration because she was coming from like not nothing, because she was all right. You know what I'm saying? She was all right. She had come from working, but like she has now had 2 kids at the time. You know what I'm saying? She was raising her children like full time mother, killing it at that too. You know what I'm saying? Like killing it, and then she jumps into like. She opens up this business, like, and she explains it like she had just like, cause like I would always be, I'm a procrastinator, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big procrastinator, and she was like telling me, cause I would tell her like I can't just go out here and start a business. I don't even got a lawnmower yet. And she's like, you will get one, you know what I'm saying? Like start your stuff, like that's cause I love landscaping. I just feel like it's instant gratification. I love that, and she was hyping me up, telling me like start that. When I started, I had just like a bucket, my little cleaning caddy with my stuff in it, and like, and I'm pulling up to somebody's house getting paid like $100 to clean their house, and like that ain't what it is no more. You know what I'm saying? And like she got employees and she's killing it, doing
what's the
her
name
thing.
of her business?
Well, she's got a cleaning business, Naturally Cleaning, and then she's got her Airbnb management business called Valore. I believe it's Valore All-Inclusive Home Solutions or All-Inclusive Home Services, something like that. But it's Valore. Valore means to fly in Italian, I believe. It's it's nice. She's really got an eye for her stuff. She's first off, whenever she started, there was like maybe 2, 3 Airbnbs in the area, like through the Airbnb app, and she started managing like 1 or 2 of those. I believe it was 2 of them because the people, one of the places there was like 2, it was a duplex, so they were listed separately. So like she started managing those 2, and there was only 1 that she wasn't. There's now like 26 in this area, and she's got like 22 of them. You know what I'm saying? And like those are all hers. She's creating a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like the Airbnb queen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, in my opinion, she's killing it. Anybody that I talk to about it and like I explain like the details, they're like yo, like she's killing it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that was an inspiration for me because like I know I can do something. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always felt like I got this like bright light in my future's too bright, you know what I'm saying, like, and like I just can't see, like I just felt that way all my life type stuff. And that's a Chris D'Elia reference. Sorry, I do that a lot. I'll reference
What reference?
Chris D'Elia, he's a comedian of mine.
Yeah, right over my head.
Yeah, I know. I do that a lot. That's why I told you I do that a lot. Me and my friends, we always talk about that. We'll make references and stuff. And
no, yeah, we do the same thing. Yeah, for sure.
Check him out, Chris D'Elia. He's hilarious, yo. One of the funniest. But he got a podcast, and he always says that he wears sunglasses, on his paw glasses, and he was like, my future's too bright. Like I gotta wear these sunglasses, cause like that's just how I be feeling sometimes. You know what I mean? And so anywho, yeah, like I feel like I can do anything. So when I seen her excelling, it really made me feel like, you know what I'm saying, I need to get on it. I'm more than just an employee. You know what I'm saying? And like I always go into this phase, like first off, when I get a job, first 6 months to a year, my employers are talking about your employee of the month every month. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here going above and beyond. And then the first time that I feel slighted or I feel taken advantage of, they fire me eventually because I'm not the type to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to take advantage of me. I don't deserve this. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to tell me I'm worth $18 to $25 an hour. You know what I'm saying? That's the range in which I've ever gotten paid. $18 to $25 an hour as a grown up. You know what I mean? Like that's not terrible, but like I said, I don't know where that middle class starts because I am still poor, always have been. You know what I mean? And like I can't be that. You know what I mean? Like when you go out here and you put in that effort to bring in your own money. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you got to pay taxes for sure on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my friend, the dude with the camera and stuff that I was talking about earlier. He's a fisherman, and like deadliest catch type stuff.
Okay.
Like, and he goes out in New Jersey in the bay, and they're fishing for scallops. He's shucking scallops, 100,000 scallops a day. Homie's making like $20,000 a trip. He's gone for like 15 days. $20,000 a trip. He got to pay taxes on all that at the end of the year. Some years he don't got the money to pay taxes, so he got to get a job just to pay taxes with. I would never be like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm so frugal and got my money set up, bro. I'm paying my taxes the day I get it. It's going in its own bank account. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they come and they like, yeah, I need that here. I got that already. Because, like, you not going to catch me. You know what I'm saying? I'm already got a target on my back. 'Cause I'm a black man trying to be successful. You not going to catch me. You know what I'm saying?
So that's actually, it's a very good practice. I work in the finance industry, and a lot of people that are responsible, they have another share or another, bank account strictly for taxes.
Yeah.
So that way, at the end of the year, whenever taxes are due, boom, they got that money.
Period.
Yeah, that's
Period.
it's a good practice. It's a very good practice.
Now, I mean, like, right now, I'm not making money where it's like, technically, from what I see on the internet, at least when I Google it up in my little dumb AI, my bad, but when it tells me that you can make up to $10,000 before you have to even claim that, before you even have to like file taxes for that, I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not tripping. So, like, as of right now, it's not even a problem. But when it becomes a big issue, it's already taken care of. As of right now, it don't matter. I might have to get a job again. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, when winter comes, you know what I'm saying, people ain't going to be needing Make It Shake Landscape to come cut some grass. And, I mean, like, I don't have no problem with shoveling snow. But, like, there's no art, or not artistic, but there's no craft really going into shoveling snow. You know what I'm saying? I can't make your driveway look beautiful because I shoveled it a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that snow gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what do you do? What, like?
With my landscaping?
Yes, exactly. What do you guys do?
Well, I'm starting to get a little bit further into more in-depth actual landscaping. I actually got a funny story I'm gonna tell in a second about something, but I like typically I'm clearing out flower beds, I'm weeding them, tarping them down, remulching them, rocking them, whatever. I did a job not too long ago, the first one I've ever had to call and have some rock delivered, because typically I'm going to Lowe's and buying like 10 to 20 bags of rock or mulch, you know what I'm saying? Because like I'm not doing nothing crazy, but I had to get like a ton and a half of rock delivered, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing it now, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting rock delivered, I'm meeting people there, like they dumping stuff, like I was feeling like I was doing it, yo, and I did a great job on that, you know what I'm saying? And typically I'm doing stuff like that. I got residential cuts that I do, you know what I'm saying? I got like a few weeklies, couple bi-weeklies. And I got my parents. My parents was actually the first ones. My parents and my fiance, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I don't know who's going to need their grass cut, you know what I'm saying? There's kids walking around with lawnmowers that'll do it for 10, 20 bucks, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come out here and make your stuff look really nice, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming out here and edging it. I'm doing stuff like extra, you know what I'm saying? Like I can do something, you know what I mean? Because like my brother Brent, he when he was a kid, he was like 16, 17, he ended up falling into like running a whole landscaping company when he was a kid called Legendary Landscaping. Like he was working for this dude, and homie just disappeared. He was an alcoholic and just disappeared and left the company like $60,000 in debt. This woman, she was a smaller person. I don't know how to put that, but she was a smaller person. She was a teacher out in Wintersville, Bantam Ridge. Wonderful woman, really good friend of ours as I grew up and such. But I believe she might have passed away. I haven't seen her in like 15
What's her
years.
name?
Karen, I believe her name. I
Okay.
can't remember her last name, but yeah, she was a really nice woman. Really nice. We got along real well. The whole family did. But like I said, it's probably been 15 years since I seen her, and maybe longer. Boy, I'm 28. She's probably like 20 years. But she was in debt, 60 grand, and gave my brother this business. He's 16, 17 years old, and she just handed him a whole landscaping business, and he did it. You know what I'm saying? He brought her out of debt, positive, like 20, 30,000, and then like he also had a baby really young, and I don't know what happened with why he stopped doing that. I wish he would have continued, because it would have been real nice to have him still doing that, but I had some knowledge of that. He showed me things, you know what I'm saying? So I knew stuff. And also, like I spoke on earlier, instant gratification is something that I need. I'm very impatient, and I like to see when I do something, it's done, and I can see the change from what it was to what it was. I do hair as well. Like I do my hair, my son's hair, and like right now, this is hair week. I'm doing my son's hair, and I got it like with my youngest son, Jeffrey the third, little baby Jeffrey. I gotta do like sections because like he would cry. You know what I mean? And, like I'll do like 7, 6 braids at a time, and it's frustrating because like I like to do it all at one time. It's like, oh wow, your hair look great.
Right.
By the time these bad boys, or by the time these ones is done, these ones is gonna look like they need redone. Cause this is gonna take me 3 days. You know what I mean? Like he went swimming today. I act like it was okay. I was happy, but the whole time I'm like, I'm gonna redo them tonight after the podcast. Cause like I gotta redo them. You know what I mean?
You do landscaping every day pretty much in the summer?
Mhm.
Right now, as we're shooting this, it's hot as Hades outside. So when y'all watch it, y'all won't know what time period we was talking about.
Yeah.
It's like 6, 7, 8, 9 days in a row over 90 degrees with like no rain. But it's hot as like can't even breathe. And you out there cutting grass, grinding.
Yeah, well, right now I'm doing like what I would like to call an exterior remodel of these people's house because it was crazy. It's a wonderful older couple. Well, the wife is nice, but this wonderful older couple, and they got like 7 years worth of like debris, like leaves and trees overgrown, all this stuff around their house, and I'm cutting down. Like not trees, but I'm talking like bushes with branches this thick, like 15 to 20, 35, 40 branches on them. Like, and I'm like taking out all their gravel and such. And my brother Brent's helping me. And they're like, I can't believe it even looks this good. I didn't think it was going to look like this. I'm still doing it. But like, I'm doing like more than just some cutting grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, we out here really working this week. And I don't do nothing real crazy when it comes to my landscaping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I called it make it shake landscape instead of like make it shake lawn care because it sounded better. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no intentions on having a backhoe out here and putting in pools or building decks and such like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not transforming landscapes in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? But I will go out here and edge up a beautiful garden. You know what I'm saying? Put in what is it, a flower bed, a rock bed, you know what I'm saying? I can take up that ground and build that and make it look beautiful, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. That's about the extent of landscape in that aspect, you know what I mean? And so a couple weeks ago, I had this dude, I don't know if I should name drop him, but I lightweight want to.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so this dude named Dylan Jordan, he must have been drunk. You know what I'm saying? Because the way he was texting me and messaging me was crazy. And it was out of nowhere, dude. Like, I don't got no problem with this dude. And as you just saw, I'm shouting out some other musical person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to show love to whoever. You've seen it personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to see somebody doing something good. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I'm not a hater in that aspect when it comes to something like that. So, this dude apparently do landscaping, too. And he want to, like, message me talking about, you should get a bagger for your lawnmower. And I'm like, oh, I got one, bro. I just wasn't using it in that little clip I put on the thing. It was just a little clip to keep people interested, whatever. And he's like, well, you ought to because your yards look like. And I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, for real? And he's like, yeah, there's a lot more to this landscaping than just cutting grass. Much, much more. And like, that's what he meant to say, but he had misspelled, put words in the wrong order. And I'm like, homie is drunk, but he's tripping right now. So I call my lady, like, babe, this dude Dylan's tripping. She goes and checks his Facebook, and homie made this post like 30 minutes prior talking about to any of these landscapers, put it in air quotes on it, talking about any of these landscapers that are out here in the area calling themselves landscapers. This is real landscaping. And he put some pictures of some stuff he was doing, like some real landscaping, you know what I'm saying? Some areas where like he used the backhoe, raked some stuff up, you know what I'm saying? Like scooped out an area, tarped it down, put some big river rocks and whatnot. That's cool, bro. I instantly went to his page and hearted it and commented like, wow, bro, this looks awesome. Could you teach me? I was trolling for sure, but I'm not gonna go on there and be like, bro, this is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, teach me your crafts, Mr. Real Landscaper. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in here too, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he blocks me. You know what I'm saying? He probably got sober and realized, oh my God, what did I do? But like, homie, you tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here. I got like 5 friends I know that got landscaping companies. My homie Andrew Odell and his little twin brothers, they out here cutting grass, doing a great job. I love it. I shared it. You know what I'm saying? Like my homie Kyle Teller, he got a business landscaping. Teller, we're on the way. And that's cool. That's catchy as hell. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I went to their page.
That's pretty good.
It's fire, bro.
Yeah.
Tell her we're on the way. His last name's Teller, bro. You killing that. I love that. I'm about to get you a shirt made. I make shirts, by the way. Anybody need a shirt made, hit me up. But like, same with y'all, how I said I went to y'all page, click. If anybody that don't know, if you go to somebody's business page or anybody's page in general, you can click the little 3 dots on the right corner and go to invite friends and then click invite all, and you can send out 1,000 invites. It does nothing but 30 seconds of your time. And I did that for y'all. Got, like I said, I watched y'all's numbers climb by like the tens in like a couple of hours. And it's like, I'm just one person. Imagine if everybody that knew about this did that. You would go up to thousands. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so I was doing that for them. You know what I'm saying? I did that for Kyle. You know what I'm saying? And like, I watched his numbers go up and up. I see his jobs. I heart that. I don't care if it's another dude's post. I'm hearting that, my homie. Keep doing your thing, bro. Because like, I've hung out with him. I drunk beers with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kicked it. That's my dude. He used to be a back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. A lot of my friend group, we were like deemed the misfit toys type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a couple, like I was telling you earlier, I feel like I'm not necessarily famous, but I'm well known in our area. You ain't gotta ever have had a conversation with me, but if somebody say like, you know Jeffrey, you know dude with the long hair, or like a female be like, you know Jeffrey with the long eyelashes, and then be like, oh yeah, I know him. You know what I'm saying? That light skinned dude, but I ain't light skinned for real. You wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm mixed. But what I'm saying is, they'd be like, the light skinned dude with the the long hair, and everybody who know me. I got a lot of friends that I consider like my best friends. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, like I said, was misfit toys, and we not did 180s or 360s, nothing stupid, whatever. But we really got our together to the point where like most of us are fathers, and we're actually involved in our children's lives. Like, some of us might have been drug addicts, some of us might have been just unruly kids. You know what I'm saying? Or just like misguided, you know what I'm saying, didn't have like functional parents and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And all of us that I can recount in my mind are all stepping up and doing a great job. Like, and it's like, I love that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like, and then to have somebody come to me hating directly to my face. I'm glad he was hating in my face and then like go and start slandering my business to other people. But like, that's just weird energy. You know what I mean?
Only seen you as a threat because you were doing something good, you know, but
Yeah.
some people don't like competition. Some people brings out the best of them, and some people shy away from it.
Right.
That's just the reality of the situations. Weird. It's weird to me. I'm the same way as you. Shout out to anybody that's trying to do anything for themselves. I don't care what you're trying to do. I don't care if it's the same lane. You know, there's enough money for everybody to eat. It really is in any regard.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to go back to when we was talking about the music and talking about your age and how, to me, it was perfect timing because you got to live your life and now you could put, you know, your stories and your life lessons into your rhymes or to your music in general. I know you do more than just rap.
Right.
But I know you lost your mom's a while back, and I know it impacted you, you know, in a way that you had to shake back from.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get into that.
When my mother passed, it's going on 7 years. This will be the 7th year, the day before Halloween. Or no, Halloween. She passed on Halloween. My little brother, my nephew Jordan, his birthday is the day before Halloween. So like, that sucks for him. You know what I mean? But yeah, my mom passed going on 7 years. And at that time, I think I was like, my son was like a year old. You know what I'm saying? I was just stepping into adulthood. I was like 19, going on 20, something like that. You know what I mean? I don't really know. It was a blur. And you know, that's when I had my son. So I remember, I think I had my 21st birthday down at the townhouse. My mom came. And like I said, it's a blur because I kind of started tearing my life up right after that. And that whole time period in my life kind of just mushed together. But I was finally going out into adulthood on my own. You know what I mean? Had to get out of her house because she used to finesse me. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to make me try and pay rent. I ain't even got a job or nothing. And like, I'm still in high school. But you 18, get out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, my first car, I got some income tax off my my first job working at this gas station in Wintersville, and Shorty took it all for this piece of car, man. I couldn't even put a quarter tank of gas in it. It was a Crown Vic, 99 Crown Vic. There was like tiny little buckshot like holes, like some like, not buckshot but birdshot holes in the gas tank. Couldn't even fill it up over a quarter tank. Paid like $1,800 for it, $1,600, and I got $1,800 back from my income tax. My mom took the whole thing. dude, her husband at the time and fiance, they both died, which is crazy. They died like a month apart. He died a month before my mom, but she was in the hospital like on a ventilator and stuff. So like we didn't even tell her. I don't think she kept saying, "Tell Terry to come see me." Like he did, mom. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into that, and that's another thing. It's real sad for me, but like I deal with things like in a whole different way. Like I can talk about it and I'm not gonna cry. I'm not like sad like mom, I wish you was here. Like I'm cool. You know what I mean? But like I needed my mom at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But I really needed my dad. You know what I'm saying? Because like at the time, like my mom passed and my dad, I think I had like 2 phone calls with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was like, I heard your mother passed. It's like 2, 3 days later. This might have been the day after the funeral, the night of the funeral. It's like I heard your mom passed. Gives me a phone call. My stepmom called me and then she puts my dad on the phone. You know what I mean? Like, and like shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Cause my stepmom is the bomb. You know what I'm saying? She fixed my father. You know what I'm saying? Cause like he was not in a good place with my mother, and whenever they split up, he was never in a good place after that period. Like, and not because they was just so in love and he was hurt. He just was a broken man. You know what I mean? Like went through some stuff and just tried to suit up and show up to be a good father as long as he could. And like I respect the hell out of my dad. Now as a man, I see how much I took advantage of him and took him for granted. So for like the 8 years that he wasn't in my life, it was like that's payback. I'll go over there and clip his dirty ass toenails if he need me to right now. I don't care what he ever need. Just call me. You know what I mean? And it's like that's just how I feel because like we reconciled. Me and my father did. But anyway, stepping back, my mom when she passed, I was really like I said, just going into adulthood. Got my first crib, and I was in a relationship with this Dusty shorty. Just got out of prison. She did. She ain't nothing. She ain't worth it. I ain't even gonna be able to say her name, but Shorty was cheating on me the whole time, yo. Swearing on my kids. She swore on my mom and stuff. Got caught with my car stealing from Kroger. I had like thousands of dollars in the car, like, cause I ain't believe in banks at the time, like a dummy. I had thousands of dollars in the glove box. She in there stealing tampons and a phone case from Kroger. Get my car towed and impounded, all this stupid. And like, and this was the day that the judge got shot at down there behind the thing. So like the jail was full. They was like, we're not taking nobody in. It was something stupid, petty theft. Let her go. I'm pulling up to get my car, and she's out there, and she's swearing to me like, yeah, I wasn't stealing. I swear to God, they showed me video footage and everything. She lying on her out through her teeth. It's crazy. Shorty, anyway, I was going through that too. That affected me more than my mom passing. I wasn't able to grieve and heal from that until like 3 years ago, until I finally got clean from like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I went on like a little, on a like a little moment where I was like, didn't smoke weed, didn't drink, didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's rare for me. I need a substance in my body for me to not smack somebody in their face or yell at somebody, talk crazy. Not like I'm a mean person or something, but like I get irritable a lot now because I got a lot of stuff on my mind. You know what I'm saying? I've been through so much. And I'm no longer just like, oh, happy go lucky. Like you say something, I might get real irritated. I'll never smack nobody. I'm a real. You know what I'm saying? But like, but like I'll want to. You know what I'm saying? I'll want to. You know what I mean? But like,
So we was talking about you, losing your mom, and at the time you was with a female who had the car, who was stealing tampons and whatever.
mm-hmm.
But well, that's not serious, but
Right.
obviously it sounded like she was a bad influence. But I want to talk about where that put you, or where that sent you.
Yeah. It introduced me to a real bad crowd, to be honest, in my opinion. And I started to neglect all my responsibilities. Ended up quitting my job because a good friend of mine, Lashana Terry, she had passed away, and they had me go repo her furniture. And I had just lost my mother like literally a couple weeks prior, and I'm like, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this. I'm dealing with her mom. They ended up sending me, and I just held her mom. I knew her mom. You know what I'm saying? So like I just held her, gave her a hug. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just sitting here like, sorry, we got to do this. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I told dude Carlos. I don't know if you know Big Carlos. He cool. I told him take me back. You know what I'm saying? I'm quitting. I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? He took me back to the store. I hopped in my car. I quit, and yeah, and I started just diving down the wrong road. You know what I mean?
So you said she introduced you to a bad crowd. In your opinion, was your words. What made the crowd bad?
Well, people were selling dope out the house that I went to go stay at. I had my own home and neglected my affairs and responsibilities and let that go to. You know what I'm saying? And I decided to go stay in a house with like 7 other people that was like 2, 3 years younger than me, other than my girl. And then the dude, my homie, cool dude, you know what I'm saying? He actually was a real good dude, and they were all good people, you know what I'm saying? They say no knocking nobody in the home. I love them all dearly in their own way, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to my homie Von as well, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a good kid, and he got killed up there on Claire. That's terrible. And but we was not living right, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was up there selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? We was up there doing nothing good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have my son for like, at the time I only had one. I ain't have my son for like 2 weeks at a time at times. You know what I'm saying? I'd go and pick him up and spend time out at his mom's house. He couldn't come to where I stayed. You know what I mean? And like, that's just the way that life was going now. You know what I'm saying? And like, now don't get it twisted. That life went from January to like May. You know what I'm saying? I got raided in May. So I lived a lot of bad stuff in a couple of months, but it felt like a lot of years. You know what I'm saying? And
So the house you was staying in got raided?
yeah. Well, no. Well, the house that I moved to after the house I was at, the house I was staying in, my homie Von got shot and killed out front. And that night, I came home, grabbed all my things, and I moved to West Virginia. Just dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. I want to make sure, because I kind of remember. He wasn't from here?
No, Von was not. You know, I believe he was from like Iowa or something like that.
He ended up going to like a nursing home or something like that?
Yeah,
or did he die right in front?
No,
like,
he was on like a ventilator and such for a while, but they ended up pulling the plug on him.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but he was a wonderful young man for real. You know what I'm saying? I would like to take a moment, like, Von was a great young man, you know what I mean? And like, and that was one of my realizations that like, one, I was really in it, and two, that like anything could happen, so I need to do something quick, you know what I mean? So like, I started, like, cause I was always the friend, like, I watched my whole family go down that road, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs, doing drugs. I was always the friend, like, telling everybody, nah, don't, you know what I'm saying? I despise people doing powder and shit, like, up to that point, even when my mom passed, you know what I mean? And like, within a couple of months, I started making decisions like, yeah, sure, I'll try that. And then now I'm doing drugs with my people, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh, I'll be damned if I spend my money on this, you know what I'm saying? So like, now I'm going and buying it to sell it. And now it's like, now I'm a drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, really, I'm selling drugs to get high, you know what I'm saying? And then now it turns into like, I'm selling so much drugs, I'm actually making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I got $100,000, oh my God, police take it all, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and you never win, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that I learned, is that like, and I've watched it time and time again, you know what I'm saying? Like, my brother, my sister, they've always been on the top of the world in the negative life, in what me and my father would like to call the not real world, you know what I'm saying? They've always been on top of the game, and then boom, all of a sudden it's gone, you know what I'm saying? And then they back to square one. You a dope fiend, you know what I'm saying? You back to square one. People treating you like you don't mean nothing. That's one of the reasons why I blew up the way I did, because I come from that lifestyle where like my sister was a drug addict, you know what I'm saying? To where like, that's my sister, I love her dearly. You can't tell me that she don't deserve the same respect that you and I deserve because she do some dope, you know what I'm saying? So like, these drug addicts that would come in and out of the house that I was at, they would notice me, this kind human being that actually treats them like a human being, and they would rather shop with me than somebody else because I'm a normal human being is how I'm treating them, you know what I mean? And I thought I was about to be the next Nino Brown, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, on my mom's birthday, I'ma stop, which I believe is like April 12th or 11th, I believe so. And I told you I'm terrible with birthdays, and I ended up going to jail the 10th. God's let me know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to keep going down this path and think you okay, you know what I mean? And I went to jail. They didn't get me in trouble. My buddy in the back seat got in trouble, but like, I had to pay for him and his lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Or bonds. Like, he ended up taking charges, thank God willing. I got out of jail and stayed out, you know? And I realized this ain't it. You know what I mean? Like, my life is in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the police are running my plates and they're just pulling me over now because, you know what I mean? Like, it was a dangerous life. You know what I'm saying? And, like, people I knew were going to jail. I'm getting scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like my whole life is flashing in front of my eyes. And it's like...
How old were you when this is going on?
22, maybe.
Okay.
I think it was from, like, 21 to 22 in that area, I believe so. Maybe 22, 23. Well, what, how old am I now? 28? It's 5 years ago. Yeah, because it was a year after my mom passed, roughly. So, like, yeah, about 22, 23.
So you got caught up in the life,
yeah,
which is super easy to do.
Super easy to do. And, like, really what, like, something that I never understood about a lot of the people that I hold near and dear to my heart is that, like, when I hit what I considered rock bottom, where I was feeling like I wasn't worth nothing no more, I dug deep and I rose from that. I never succumbed to that feeling and was just like, this is all I am. I knew from that moment, like, oh, like I said earlier, I got this light that's shining in me. I always felt like there's no reason I should be even doing this. But the high and stuff was so cool. You know what I'm saying? After the money disappeared, it's like now I'm stuck trying to get high, and it's like that lasted for a couple months, and it's like, you know, you got to do better.
What was your rock bottom moment?
This old man named Jeff Wells, really nice old man. He was a drug addict, but like I met him, and he was like getting taken advantage of by somebody, right? And he had passed away recently, so I'll speak on him. But I love that man, loved him. You know what I mean? And he took me under his wings, teaching me how to like fix cars and shit. And one day, Christmas Eve, he was taking me to go spend Christmas with my kids, and I stole from him, and he found out real easy as soon as he got back in the car, and kicked my ass out the car at them apartments behind on Crab behind by the car wash. I walked from there all the way out to Wintersville for Christmas Eve, cried the whole way, and realized that I'm not this, you know what I'm saying? And I got everything together from that point forward.
Wow.
Yeah, like I actually the next day on Christmas sat there and applied for Walmart distribution, and was on there for like a couple months, and then finally got hired. And then when I got hired, it was like maybe about a year actually, because I was doing that. I was like, because my baby mom at the time, she was working, so I was at home with my son, and ended up getting that job at Walmart distribution. Really started getting things together.
Rock bottom was stealing from a good dude.
Yeah, and just the way that the look on his face of how his trust had just been completely burned. You know what I mean? And he loved me. He treated me with a lot of respect. I got stomped on by my baby mom's little brother. He snuck me one time, right? Because I was wilding. I was drunk, yelling at my baby mom. He ain't having that. You know what I'm saying? He's now in prison. He ain't worth that. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, homie came outside. I wasn't even paying attention. Boot, punched me in the face, started kicking me in my face. My whole nose was like all messed up. My eyes was all busted. And Jeff came, picked me up. Not like picked me up, but he came, scooped me up in his car, took me to his crib, let me live with him for a couple weeks. And that's just the kind of man he was. He was a great man, yo. Like, I really loved him. And I mean, he was a drug addict, but like, he had real bad COPD. He was on his way out, and he'd be damned if he ain't about to do what he want to do. You know what I mean? And I respected him. And he taught me a lot, and I learned a lot from him. I loved him. You know what I mean? And but yeah, that was rock bottom, because if I can do something like that to him, like, then I ain't no better than nobody. You know what I mean? Like, I am one of them people that people would be like, yeah, you ain't allowed in my house. You know, allowed past the laminate flooring in front of my TV or in front of my door. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in here because you gonna steal something, and I'll hurt you. You know what I mean? And that's how I was viewing myself, is how these other fiends, what people call them. I'm now a fiend. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I ain't never been no fiend on the street. You know what I'm saying? There's been all kind of rumors around Steubenville that like Jeffrey was out here doing this, that, and the third. Like, I ain't never been. They all lies. You know what I mean? But like, I was getting high on my own supply, and it's just like, that's the Mac Daddy curse. You know what I'm saying? And that suck. You know what I'm saying? It happens to everybody, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Be careful. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why they coming back and they spending all their money. You know how many people I bought their kids birthday gifts while they was buying drugs from me? They coming to me spending their last money, and then I find out it's their kid's birthday, and I go buy their kids some gifts and a little cake. What kind of drug dealer you know pulling up with a cake and shit for your kids? You know what I mean? Like, and that's why they spending all their money with me. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. But like, I'm also going to not let their kids go without, and that's disgusting behavior. So of course I had a sit down conversation like, look, I will give you something before you come and do that. That's wrong.
There's multiple sides to the game. But with people who've never been involved, what they don't realize is both sides is addiction. Because you become, Jay-Z said it, but you become addicted like the fiends you accustomed to serving, because you're addicted to the money. You're addicted to the fast money. You don't want to go to sleep.
Right.
You don't want to miss a dollar.
Exactly.
You want to take it all. You know, you want to get it all. And on the half of the game, the fiend don't want to go to sleep. They want to get high. You need them like they need you. Mm-hmm. It's a toxic marriage, a dysfunctional marriage, however you want to paint it. But either way, it's hard to get out. Is my point that I'm saying. And you set a date to get out, and boom, you know, God had a date for you. Like, nah, you're gonna go by my date. Mm-hmm. And I think that's you know, when people get caught up, man, it's caught up is the right way to put it. Yeah. And not judging anybody that does it, because it's easy to do. It's on both sides. It's, you know, it's easy to get addicted to the floss, and you know, it's easy to get addicted to the product. But so after rock bottom, you said, you know, COVID and everything, but it sounds like to me that you shook that, and you sitting in front of me a day a better man because of it.
Yeah.
The Lord works in mysterious ways. Thanks for the love.
Yes, sir.
I can tell it's genuine love, and then after talking to you, that's what you do. You show love.
Yeah, period.
And the fact, I'm not trying to act like, man, that we Saturday Night Live with, or we ain't the Tonight
I felt
Show.
like it.
But
I felt like it coming here. I'm not lying. I was like, these motherfuckers famous or something. Like,
nah, we regular just like you, bro. But the love that you showed is why we circled back for you. Like I said, I don't know you personally. I didn't have no invested reason to have you on here. But the love you showed, I wanted you. Let me get in front of this person that's showing this love, because to show love to a complete stranger, that means you a genuine person.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, chop it up, which I'm glad we did.
Yeah,
I'm glad we did, man. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you be. I'm really glad, man. We got to connect. This is what it's about.
Yeah.
Get you out there, so hopefully people know you. Hopefully, if your story you could touch one person, that's a win. And I've learned a lot, man. Just from your story, the importance of being around people that's going to motivate you, and hopefully people get the same, gather that same thought.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you having me, bro. Like I said, like, that's not my mantra, but that's what I try to live by. I used to be a bad guy, you know what I'm saying, like untrustworthy and such. But like, if I can show some love and respect to somebody that deserves it, even somebody that doesn't, maybe to turn their heart in a more kinder like direction, like that's what I live for. You know what I mean? Because it's worth it.
That's dope.
I mean, like, to see somebody that I can impact their life in a positive way.
I'm invested, bro. You got me. I'm invested. I'm eager to see where it goes, and hopefully we could be a part of it. I think sometimes when we hear you are who you hang around, I think we tend to consider it a cliche. Even if you're your own man, your own woman, the people that you surround yourself with is so influential. The people you surround yourself with can impact your legacy more than you can. I know people that did multiple years in jail. I know people that's not coming home from not even the choice that they made, but the choice they made to be around said individuals. And that's just so important, man, when we talk about legacy, because that's what it's all about, right? Everybody can't go. My saying is, you can't grow, you can't go. It don't mean there's no love. It just means you got to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. And, that's just important. And that's one of the key takeaways. But with Jeffrey, I mean, the proof was in the pudding. You seen what he said. He was dating such and such. He was doing this. He got engaged. He started doing this, man. Surround yourself with good people. Be a good person yourself, man, but surround yourself with good people and cut that dead weight, and watch it flourish. But it's all about the legacy. Sometimes you ain't in control of your own legacy because you're around people that's going to negatively impact it. Legacy Lounge, we see y'all next time.